Today on Mr. Media, that's mrmedia.com, I'll talk to CCH Pounder, who stars as the mysterious Mrs. Frederick on Sci-Fi's monster hit, Warehouse 13. If I can get her to stay put for the next 10 minutes. Stick around.
Hey, did you know that you can listen to the latest Mr. Media show right on your phone with the Stitcher app? Stitcher is smart radio for your smartphone. Mr. Media is on demand and on the go with Stitcher. Download Stitcher for your phone today. Get the free app at www.stitcher.com. That's STITCHER.com.
So much media, so little time. Who keeps track of it all? That would be me. This is Bob Andelman, and this is a Mr. Media interview. You know, mrmedia.com, brought to you today by thepartyauthority.us. Planning a wedding, mitzvah, or corporate event? For any and all occasions, call the Party Authority nationwide at 1-800-DIAL-DJs. That's 1-800-342-5357, where one call does it all. Mr. Media is recorded live before a rapt audience of Gary Spivey lookalikes from the new media capital of the world, St. Petersburg, Florida.
On an all-new Warehouse 13.
Warehouse 2 is back online. We need to shut it down.
The mysteries of Egypt.
This is unlike anything you've ever faced.
Will cost one team member their life.
This is as it must be.
Warehouse 13, the two-part season finale, begins this Tuesday at 9, only on Sci-Fi.
When we announced on Facebook that Warehouse 13 star CCH Pounder would be my guest this morning, listener Craig Pittman made this observation. If she married Louis C.K., she'd be CCH C.K. I thought, a little off topic, but it does present a certain symmetry, doesn't it? Well, Season 2 of Warehouse 13 has been a wild ride. As we met former warehouse agents, including a female H.G. Wells, gained details of Pete's alcohol addiction, Micah's high school insecurities with men, Artie's checkered past, Claudia's raging hormones, discovered that Warehouse 13 and Eureka exist in the same timeline. We learned more about the creepy and elusive regents who rule America's warehouse system, and even met the always-on-call warehouse doc, former bionic woman, Lindsay Wagner. Which leads to this week's episode, the first of a two-part season finale. Someone is going to die. Does that have anything to do with Lindsay Wagner returning to aid Mrs. Frederick when she becomes ill with a strange, life-threatening illness? I wonder if that Louis C.K. rumor we started earlier in this intro might have something to do with that. Anyway, Warehouse 13 airs exclusively on Sci-Fi every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. If you're not watching, well, what could possibly be more important? CCH Pounder, welcome to Mr. Media.
You know more about this show than the back of my hand. I am so impressed.
We love your show.
Thank you. There were things that even I missed. Okay.
I don't believe that. You're Mrs. Frederick. You know everything.
You think she does. You'd think that, wouldn't you? But, you know, Mrs. Frederick is under a little bit of strain in these last two episodes, and there are glitches in the machinery for Mrs. Frederick.
What were you thinking when you were first offered this part? How was it offered to you? What were you told about this character?
Well, I did read it, and I just thought it would be a lightweight version of taking a break from the very, very strong and overwrought and under pressure Mrs. Claudette Wims from The Shield. And I thought, this would be a really nice transition. She appears and disappears. They had not at the time decided whether Mrs. Frederick was human or not, and whether that beehive hairstyle was going to stay the entire, 90 seasons that it's going to have, and how old she was, where she came from. And to this day, I still don't know any of that information, which makes it fine for the fans who have always sort of sent ideas as to where she comes from and what she's up to. But so far, I have absolutely no idea who Mrs. Frederick is as an actor. But as Mrs. Frederick, of course, I'm completely aware of everything.
Do you think it's important to keep that mystery and maybe keep it forever on the show?
I think it's very, very important. And, one of the things is is how many episodes can you see Mrs. Frederick in before she becomes that, oh, yes, your everyday mysterious woman. There she is again. So we've been juggling in terms of how often do you even see this woman. So she's created quite a problem for the warehouse in terms of when she'll show up and when she disappears. And what's really wonderful about her is, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but Mrs. Frederick never opens the door. She's simply
I've
there.
noticed.
Right?
Definitely noticed. She reminds me a bit of Endora on Bewitched at times because
exactly. So she has no beginning and no end at the moment, but this particular episode coming up, she does put herself on the line in order to save or try to save the warehouse. And that's when I guess we see the chink in the armor.
Did you expect when you started on the show that there'd be so much humor? I know when I started watching it, I didn't expect it.
When I saw Eddie McClintock, yes, I knew there'd have to be humor because you can't keep that bottled up. He has to have an outlet. And I think I call it X-Files Light, so I think that eventually they decided, I think they actually changed writers and decided to go on a lighter note, and it made it much more family friendly and less macabre as phenomena can be quite macabre, and so they have things that appear to be incredibly dangerous, and then they have things as innocuous but super powerful as like a talking wallet.
There have been some very, very clever episodes of the show. And I know we're going to run out of time with you, so I want to tell everybody you can watch the final episodes of the wondrous second season. No kidding, it has been incredible. Of Warehouse 13, starring CCH Pounder. It's this Tuesday night and next at 9 p.m. only on Sci-Fi. And to catch up on what you missed in seasons 1 or 2, or to enjoy the magic all over again, we watch it a lot, you can order the full season DVDs on MrMedia.com. And I got to tell you, you and Louis C.K., that's an episode of the Actors Studio that I'd pay to see.
Terrific. Let's do it.
CCH Pounder, thank you so much for joining us on Mr. Media today.
Enjoy yourself. And enjoy Lindsay Wagner. She's also in this episode as well.
We'll look forward to it. Thanks so much for calling. Well, for more original interviews with your favorite TV and film stars, you can surf over to our main website, mrmedia.com. And please take advantage of this great offer for Mr. Media radio listeners. Go to audiblepodcast.com/mrmedia to get a free audiobook download of your choice when you sign up today. Again, that's audiblepodcast.com/mrmedia for your free audiobook. Subscribe to Mr. Media on iTunes and you'll never miss a show. Just search Mr. Media Interviews from within iTunes and subscribe for free. While you're there, give us a couple stars, write a little review. If you've got an idea for a guest, email me directly at bob@mrmedia.com. And you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter, twitter.com/Andelman, or facebook.com. Just search Mr. Media Interviews. Thanks so much for joining us today. Always appreciate when you give up a little piece of your day and come spend it with us. Thanks for listening.